do it all for, making deals on the low, big house in the boat. Got you working 3 jobs, never broke, only grind that we know is just grinding for more. Why them niggas in the kitchen with the work, 2 strikes on the shirt, trying to get it from the dirt. Why you see me going hard on the verse, ain't no telling what I'm worth, 100 commas in the word.
Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. I got a question for y'all. A serious question. Do y'all think semen retention could have saved them? I know y'all like who, right? I'm thinking about some of the celebrities that's going through it. And I'm going to just name a few. And all of it is allegedly. You know. Something like Deshaun Watson. Right? You got all these women coming out of the woodworks on them. You know? Claiming harassment and, you know, sexual this and that. You got T.I. and Tiny, really. You got damn near 17 girls popping up talking about they was abused sexually. Governor Cuomo. I seen some of I read some of the articles and the reports of some of these women, and it just seemed like situations that people would go through in the club or something, you know, where you just trying to holler at a chick or you being nice and shit like that. Didn't make no sense. I'm like, this is like every guy like in the club and hanging out. What did he do? But whatever, you know what I'm saying? Either way, you know, he getting hit with all types of women coming out of the blue too, saying he did this allegedly, all of this sexual stuff, whatever. You know, Bill Cosby, of course, you know, he locked up for all of the shit that he was doing allegedly, drugging women up and stuff like that. They said T.I. and Tiny was doing the same thing. Cuba Gooding Jr., he was with his girl, gave another chick a hug, claimed that he, you know, groped her or whatever, whatnot, allegedly. Antonio Brown, what his trainer did, they settled. His trainer. Kodak Black, rape case, he settled. And I'm just naming a few. There's a lot more celebrities that's going through these issues and women coming out of the woodworks about supposed, you know, harassment and sexual assaults and shit like that. And all of it is alleged, you know, whatever. I'm not here to speak on that. The bottom line is that they're going through it. You know, the bottom line is that there's women coming out of the blue, and a lot of them, I'm sure, because they celebrities, because they see a bag in it. You know, just being honest. I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but you know what I'm saying, all of it is alleged, whatever. But the question that I have is, could semen retention have saved them? And in my personal opinion, yes. I think that it could have. Now, this day and age is dangerous. I mean, especially if you somebody with status that's up there to even have, I mean, it's almost, at this point, with the Me Too thing and everything that's going on, it's almost impossible to even just walk up to a chick and introduce yourself. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to exaggerate the situations, but that's what it's looking like. Normal interactions that we've had, that we used to have and be able to have, is coming to an end. Just hitting on the chick and, you know what I mean, asking for her number and regular things, that's coming to an end. You better off just jumping on Tinder and all those other sites and all of that. And even then, when you meet up, you still don't know what's going to happen. It's dangerous these days, especially if you somebody of some type of status, if you up there, to even court a girl, take her out, hell, have a one-night stand, things that's been going on forever. It's almost impossible to do that when you on the level of theirs, because the dangers of somebody coming out, saying something, accusing you of something. These people that's coming out, they coming out from situations in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. We talking years ago. They just now saying something. But could semen retention have saved them? What y'all think? I'm going with yeah. My reason is because when you on semen retention, right? And I'm gonna speak from my own personal situation with it, my own personal experience. When you on that, you're not thinking about chasing women. You're not thinking about women like that in that type of manner, like how we grown normal to thinking about it. You know, we want to fuck. You know, we looking at titties, we looking at ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you know, it's like we charged for that. We charged up for that. You know what I'm saying? But when you on semen retention, you're not thinking about that. You trying to stay on path. You trying to stay focused to not relapse or do anything that's going to fuck up your streak or that's going to fuck up what you got going, because you feeling all of the internal benefits from it. You seeing, you know what I'm saying? You witnessing and feeling this new energy about you. And you don't want to screw that up. And it's still so hard, even though you don't want to screw that up, because for so many years we've been wired and triggered from ass and titties and fucking. That's all we want to do. We think about it every day. We think about it every minute. We go and act like we got money for pussy. We go kill another motherfucker for pussy. We hate on each other for pussy. On semen retention, you're not thinking about none of that. You're not thinking about none of that. You're thinking about staying on your path. You're not thinking about no ass, no titties. And I'm not saying that it still don't pop up in your mind. It still does. It's a fight every day. It's a fight with me every day. I'm not saying that it's just wiped out. No. I go to the gym. I still hit Instagram sometimes, even though I didn't unfollow plenty of people that you know, Instagram models that showing ass and titties all the time. But still, you still gonna see beautiful women. TV, you got all these triggers around you, and at the same time still having porn calling you in your mind. Man, just watch a little bit. Man, just get one off. Come fat real quick. And I'm not trying to be funny, like for real, man. Like on some Pookie type shit in New Jack City, yes. Fapping is like that. Porn addiction is like that. So I'm not saying that semen retention wipes the thought of ass and titties out of my mind. It's a struggle. But when you think about everything that you sacrifice, and when you thinking about the end game, when you thinking about the long ball, and you thinking about the benefits that you have, it outweighs that. If these dudes, if all of them was on semen retention, and I get it, semen retention and no fap is something. It's, first of all, it don't matter what status you on to practice that. Either one of those. You know what I'm saying? Terry Crews then came out about it and said that porn was ruining his marriage. Stopping and admitting his porn addiction and going to rehab for it and doing what he needs to do to break that shit, he said was the best decision he ever made. It saved his marriage. It saved his marriage. So you can still be of status and still practice these things, you know, but the whole reasoning down where I'm at in my life, I want to elevate. I want to elevate. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to elevate. So if that means no fapping and practicing semen retention, that's what it is. But that don't mean that that don't mean that it's going to stop when I elevate. Look at what's going on. Look at what these cats going through. Like I said, I'm not saying that they innocent like that, but they trying to ruin Deshaun Watson. All these females coming out of the blue. Now they coming out of the blue. Now that he won out of Texas. Now that he won out of Houston. All these bitches coming out of the woodworks. All these chicks coming out of the woodworks on T.I. and Tiny for they freak fest. Chicks coming out. You know what I'm saying? Just flying out of the sky. Even though we and I personally am on semen retention to help me elevate, the game ain't gonna stop there. I'm pretty sure some of those dudes that's going through it right now, fighting these cases, these charges, these civil suits, probably wish that they had practiced that. And the only reason I say that is because when you up there in status, it's pussy getting thrown at you every which way. Every which way. And that's not easy to just be dodging pussy. You know what I'm saying? We not wired for that. You know what I'm saying? We wired to take that shit, smash, and go. We wired to bust these nuts, get that shit off, and go on to the next one. So that's tough as a celebrity, but being up there is still necessary. That's my take on it. Semen retention, I don't care how much fucking money you got, how big of a star you is, semen retention is still necessary. If you want to have a clear mind, if you don't want to be in creep mode all the time and I need to fuck everything all the time, you need to be on semen retention. You need to practice that shit. That would have saved some of these cats. That's just how I feel about it. That's my opinion on it. It could have saved some of these cats. So don't ever think that that grind is over. When it comes to semen retention, that no matter why you leveling up, no matter what level you get to, it's necessary. It's necessary to reprogram your mind. Look at these situations. Cause you on star status, you fucking everything that's flying by you. Any chick, and I'm talking, you know, in a lot of these cases, man, be some of the baddest chicks. That's tough in those positions as a entertainer or professional athlete. Actors. These actors out here, these celebrities. You getting the best of the best thrown at you. But if you practicing semen retention, I think that'll better your odds. So in my case, not my case, but in their case, I think semen retention would have saved them. I think semen retention would have played a part in it. I'm not saying that they did anything, but all I'm saying is, and I'm not saying that they didn't do anything. All I'm saying is semen retention would have played a part in a lot of these allegations. It would have played a part. It would have played a part, and I'm talking about in a positive way. Probably none of these situations would be happening if they was practicing. That's my opinion, man. What y'all think?
First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get